Morning guys, afternoon guys, apologies if I've lost some enthusiasm. This is the 5th time recording. This has been 1 hour of audio fails. Hopefully this is working. The idea behind this build is it's Lightning Tendrils, it's Mathel's most recent one, and I wanted to showcase sort of the Guardian kills and the Shaper kills. It's a massive dodging build, it's a regen build, and if you make a sort of simple mistake, such as clipping one of these gates, you're gonna die. The entire premise of this build is effectively Orb of Storms down, blind the enemy, Tendrils damage comes out, and then when you see an attack coming out, you're going to go ahead and you're going to shield charge out of the way. It's very Mathel-esque, it's very dodge dependent, but it's very fun and it's very rewarding if played correctly. In order of difficulty, I'm going to say Pit is the hardest, Forge of the Phoenix next, then Minotaur and Hydra being the easiest. And the trash on this build is absolutely fine. Tier 16 trash gets blitzed down, no problem. It's a very fun mapping build. When it comes to these type of bosses, these damage mods, LE weakness, corruption, extra proj, all this stuff, bosses do take a while to go down. The fights are long and extended. We don't have insane damage, so the fights are kind of extended, which means you've got to pay attention. You've got to kill the birds when they spawn. Once the birds have been sort of dealt with, you then move on to looking for a phase where you can damage him. And that's sort of a rinse-repeat cycle of this build. If you don't, and you get hit by something, you're going to get one shot, basically. So here is an example. Once we're tackling the little mini phoenixes, the little birds go down, you're then just looking for Orb of Storm's damage phase. It might only be a split second, it might be a second or two, depending on how the fight's playing out, but this is what you're doing. You're clearing the birds, because the damage really racks up on them. And again, clear them out, and you look for that 1-2 second damage phase, and then you're shield charging out. If you're low, make sure your golem's up, make sure your rejuve totem is up. We also could have Blood Rage running here, just so we get sort of charges. Intertwined in this video is a tier 16 Lich. It's an eye level. It's an 84 zone, should I say, and I just wanted to showcase that it can do a really hard Lich fight comfortably. And I only died once, and the guy was kind enough to drop me a 2-socket pair of gloves. And basically I died because that green stuff you seen on the floor lagged me out of my mind and I couldn't really move. Once we head back into the fight, you know, we've got some dodging skills, some more dodging, DPSing him down. It's not bad damage, but it's not frighteningly good damage. But the damage is there and it's Guardian viable. You know, it's killed it, it's down, it's Shaper down as well. But it's a difficult dodging exercise, that's for sure. Sort of highlighting the dodge in a nutshell is pretty much this. Orb of Storms goes down. When you see in a sort of action being queued up, like a mirror arrow being shot up in the air, or a channeled barrage, you just shield charge behind him. And we do have a strong amount of regen, and we do have sort of, I guess, no real defenses, but again, mobility is our true defense. So you're wanting to dodge basically everything, which makes these fights kind of tough to play out. But honestly, this one was a first time deathless. Hydra felt really comfortable on this build, so I'd say try that one first if you want a confidence builder. Definitely don't go into the pit first. The pit boss is a terrifying boss. I actually broke a set on him, which you will see coming up in a second. So the clip that's going to be playing next is a no leech map, just to sort of emphasize that, yeah, if you're dodging everything, you don't really need leech, right? It's a mechanical type of build. It's designed really for fast mapping with arc chains and cast when channeling, you know, but we don't have that option when in single target, so we can't really be chaining off things because it's just one boss in front of us. So it's just dodge, really. Just keep dodging like back and forwards like that and regenning up, and the fights are pretty comfortable for the most part. Now, if you roll 90% damage as fire, cold, lightning, vulnerability on top of that, then your map experience is going to kind of look something like that. If you just overstep way too much, or you're running a temp chains double damage mod like that, he's just going to eat you for breakfast and it's not going to be nice. So just to show you sort of how the pit boss plays out, if you slide in here and your Tendrils just isn't in range, those snakes are going to chop you up, so be careful. Now, when you're actually playing the fight out, this is what it's going to look like for specifically the pit boss fight. And in general, sort of it's a guide for most of it, how you're going to play the fights out. Orb Storms goes down to sort of blind him. When the red circle comes out, or sort of any attack for the Guardian, you're going to be dodging it. You're going to try and dodge it with your shield charge. That's sort of your main thing. Now, for specifically the pit map, you want to stick to this corner. Because we don't have chain, sort of arc chaining off the Cast when channeling arc, we need everything to be grouped up to really deal with packs. So you want to try bring everything into one specific corner of the map. It doesn't really matter which corner. So that's what you want to be looking to do. Bring them all into a specific corner, because if they get spread out, and we don't really have much leech, it's very hard to get in the face of one of the little goats without the other ones attacking you, or the snakes. So it's probably the one that you've got to set up the most for is pit. You've got to play it quite well, because as you can see, even the white ads coming to attack me hurt a hell of a lot, and here they're kind of getting split up, and you can imagine if they were ranged, we'd be in some trouble. But as the fight begins to play out, again, you're going to see the same sort of rotation of spells, I guess. Orb Storms, this is a smoke phase, so just pray you get lucky. When the red circle's out, he does a huge slash, I get out of that. We have no real damage mitigation, so we're just dodging, we're just leaving bad situations. We leave the red circle there, we bring him to us, we're damaging him, we're dodging him. Again, when a red circle comes out, we're going to leave. If it's a ads phase, we're going to get in a corner with our totem, dropping our Orb Storms, and we managed to take him down. Again, I managed to kill Shaper on this, however the recording messed up, which means I'm probably going to have to take it from the Twitch VOD. That'll probably have copyright audio, it'll be a mess, but it has killed Shaper. I will try to get you that video. But there we have it, all 4 Guardians down with Lightning Tendies. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Hopefully this damn recording has saved, because the last 2 times I tried to do it with my webcam, the 3rd time I tried to do it with just audio. This is like the 5th time with just audio. Hopefully it's worked. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. Thanks for the follows and the subs on Twitch, and I think we've had some subs on YouTube. My counter hasn't moved for what seems like months, but there are some consistent viewers out there, so I appreciate the people tuning in. If you're enjoying it, you can like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hopefully you've had a good holidays. Hopefully this is the video you're hearing and the audio has actually worked. So peace out.